So I'm watching CNN. Now, CNN, I don't know, a lot of people don't know, one of the N's in CNN stands for news.
What?
The other one stands for not. And they've hired Jeffrey Lord, right? That guy, he's a he's on there to give the racist point of view. They also had on that guy. They also paid that guy Red State from Red State, that just a horrible human being, a misogynist, a racist. The Red State guy? What's his name? Eric Erickson.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
So they paid him for years. That guy, just a real. He's like Trump, but a little chubbier. That's Eric Erickson. And so CNN has a history of doing this, paying horrible people to somehow come add to their news coverage. It's unbelievable, right? Who they hire to give, S.E. Cupp. Hey, what does she think?
Wait, what was Trump's campaign manager?
So they hired Corey Lewandowski also.
Oh, okay.
So they hired Corey Lewandowski. So Trump fires Corey Lewandowski. Finally, now if you know who Corey Lewandowski is, he's the guy who was charged with battery of a female reporter. People from Breitbart, who the reporter worked with, a lot of them resigned because Breitbart.com sided with Trump. So all these people resigned from Breitbart because some of them actually had integrity, which I didn't understand. How did that work? You work for Breitbart and you have integrity. That doesn't make any sense. So that's who this Corey Lewandowski is, and he's the front man for a racist, xenophobic maniac. And then as soon as he gets fired from Trump, CNN goes, "Oh my God, that'd be a great news guy. He'd be great." That guy who hates reporters, who barred the Washington Post from even getting credentialed. Like they barred people. If you wrote a negative story about Trump, Corey Lewandowski would take your press credentials away. That's the guy. CNN goes, "Let's get that guy's opinion."
And I mean, like within 48 hours, they had him under contract.
Oh, like that. They had him under contract. One of the worst human beings in the country. Let's put him on our news show right next to another guy who's another horrible human being. So
I hear they're trying to revive the Orlando shooter. Have his own segment.
CNN's trying to revive the Orlando shooter.
Get his slanted take on things.
So now I'm watching CNN. So CNN, the horrible with the Corey Lewandowski, and watch how they introduce Corey Lewandowski. This is very interesting, right? Because we just saw how Fox News said they ended their relationship with Newt Gingrich because he's a potential vice presidential candidate, and him being a paid contributor to Fox News created a potential conflict of interest. So they stopped paying him. So
even Fox News understands.
So even Fox News understands that. CNN, watch how they introduce Corey Lewandowski. Are you ready? Here we go.
In Dallas. And here to discuss is Matt Lewis, senior contributor to the Daily Caller, Hillary Rosen, CNN political contributor and a Hillary Clinton supporter, and also with me, former Donald Trump campaign manager Corey Lewandowski, who is still receiving severance from the Trump campaign. He will be the chair of the New Hampshire delegation at the Republican convention, and he is a CNN political commentator. I think that is a...
He's still being paid by the Trump campaign. He is still the former chairman of the Trump campaign, still being paid by the Trump campaign, is now a political analyst being paid by CNN to come give insight. What they're doing is they're paying a propagandist. Why don't they just hire Himmler? What are they doing? Why don't they get Goebbels? Why don't they hire him? Are you kidding me? Did I pronounce Goebbels right, by the way?
Yes.
Is this not the equivalent? Please, somebody back me up. Is this not the equivalent? What do you think of this, Jim?
Well, I think it's a pure conflict of interest. I think we must question their journalistic ethics, the CNN people.
CNN, what a dumpster fire of a news channel.
I'm shocked.
Am I right? And if you want to turn from CNN to MSNBC, MSNBC will be showing Trump's latest speech unedited and unfact-checked for an hour and a half. And they let his kid talk unedited and unfact-checked also. MSNBC gave his kid time at a speech. Anyway, so that's what's happening, and you wonder why people get their news from YouTube. I'll tell you, this is why. This is why we're going to hire a couple of racists to come on our show. A couple of guys being paid by the Trump campaign. Come on and give us your honest opinion. Did the check clear?
That's not even news. That's That's a conversation that cancels itself out as it's happening.
It's not even right. So this is an exercise in conflict of interest. This goes to show you what an unnews organization CNN is.
Isn't this like if Karl Rove was being paid by CNN or by MSNBC during the Bush campaign?
Yes.
Karl, like same thing. He's the same.
It's the same thing as if
Right.
CNN hired Karl Rove in 2003 or 4 to come give expert insight.
when
All
he
they're doing
did
is
it for free. He did it for free on CNN.
Right.
Because they kept booking him.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. So
It'd be like if MSNBC hired Rachel Maddow to report on the Hillary campaign. Wait a minute.
wait a minute.
Hold it.
Hold
What?
on. Oh, hey, ha.
Can we just say for the record that CNN, their whole thing is like, well, we need to be entertaining. We need to get eyes. They're not even entertaining. They're a shitty organization at news. They're a shitty organization
At entertaining.
At entertainment. So they just have said nothing.
Although Anthony Bourdain, I do learn a lot.
Sure.
So their best news show is a chef. And you wonder why people get their news from YouTube.